Well, as we continue our coverage tonight, things are continuing to move forward as more than $13,000 was donated to the American Red Cross today in Sioux City to help residents impacted by the June flooding. Goodwill of the Great Plains Support Center received Roundup donations throughout the month of July. It was all part of its store's Roundup at the Register drive. Goodwill partnered with the Red Cross, and organizers there say because of their nonstop support since flooding began to impact Siouxland, they wanted to make that partnership. Both organizations agreed on a check presentation today to recognize everyone that contributed to those efforts.
So every month we do a roundup at the Register, and that typically supports Goodwill mission programming. But this month we decided to designate those funds specifically to the Red Cross. And so it's a little bit higher than we normally have collected for a month, but we were really happy with the amount, and I think it'll go a long way in helping the effort.
Tammy Lee, the executive director of the American Red Cross, says they're now at a place where they're helping flood victims with a long-term recovery plan to help victims figure out their next steps in the recovery process.
To have groups like the Goodwill step up and recognize that that is a need, and for them to say, okay, what can I do to make a difference, even at this stage in the game, just because we're kind of past that immediate response doesn't mean that funds are not needed and not greatly appreciated.
In connection to the Roundup at the Register drive, Goodwill of the Great Plains also distributed store vouchers to hard-hit communities after that needed disaster relief assistance and the historic flooding.